Hi everyone, this is Tammy at Snowstorm Crafts, and today I want to show you guys 3 different ways that you can bind your junk journals. So if you could please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell and you guys will see my next video when I post it, like, comment, and share, and let's grow together. Alright, so I just wanted to do a fun little video here for you guys, and what we're going to start off with is number 1 is that we're going to do the elastic binding is the number 1 we're going to do. So I'm just going to show you that really quick. And it's great for like travelers, notebooks and stuff like that. And it's just really easy to be able to take your signatures in and out. And it's just so much fun. I mean, I really like it. So I just want to show you guys one way you can do that real quick here. So I hope you guys are having a crafty day today and getting out your journals and seeing different ways that you can add in your signatures, which is just, you know, your stack of papers, different stacks of papers is a signature. And yeah, just looking at it and seeing how you can put them all together. So I got my eyelets here and I got a crocodile, which it has a 1/8 inch hole punch and a 3/16. And then the eyelet setter is up here in the front. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and take the 3/16 hole punch. And I'm going to go, here, let's turn it this way. And I'm going to go into the crease here and I'm going to go maybe 1/8 of an inch from the top. And I'm going to pop a hole there. Okay. I'm going to do the same down at the bottom. So there. I just got to make my holes a little wider because for some reason my eyelets don't want to go through that 3/16 punch. So I just have to make them a little bit bigger. Okay, and then you take the pokey part and put it through the top. And then the flat disc on the bottom, and then you press it. And there you go. You got your eyelet set. Okay, so we're going to do the same over to the other side. Whoop. Throwing it around here. Okay, and then you just press it. There we go. And then now you just take your elastic. And we're going to go through the front of the journal. Like this. And we're just going to tie the knot in the middle here. And I'm just doing a pretty snug knot. You can always untie it and redo it again. So, let's see. It's kind of hard with the elastic. You need like 2 hands to help you, or 4 hands to help you. 2 sets of hands here. Okay, so just hold it and then tighten it. There we go. And voila. So that's one way for sure. And then you put your papers in, and then you can see if you need to cut them down, which I can tell I do. So let's go ahead. And that one's small enough, so let's just do a little quick cut down here. And I'll show you guys how I do that. So I just hold my papers together, fold them up like that, and then I'm just going to take maybe 1/4 inch off, and then just get out your cutting knife here. And you just lightly, you don't have to go super hard or anything, just kind of just keep going until it comes off. And then there you go. And let's see if that fits. So I always like to have a fun little interest page in the middle. Okay. There we go. And then voila. And just make sure it's tight enough, and then when it is, you can just go ahead and snip here. There we go. long as you want. And what I really love about this, see, it just looks like that. You just got your elastic, is that you can do your writing and journaling, and when it's all full, you just go ahead and take it out and then just add your other papers that you want. So yeah, it's very versatile. I love it. So that's one way to do it. Like that. And I just made a video, and I will post the link down below on how to make paper bags look faux leather and faux suede, like these. And I will put the link down below so you guys can come check out how to make these. So they're just really fun. They're just great little notebooks to use. Okay, so that's one way, and that's the elastic. Okay. And then number 2 is going to be staple. So you can just take this little guy here, and if you want to, just to keep your papers where you want them, you can just take your paper clips like this, just so it doesn't move. Line it up, and then just take any kind of foam or anything, styrofoam, anything like that. This is just a mouse pad, and I just turned it upside down, and so I could staple in it here. So you just line it up, make sure you're lined up in the crevice or the fold, and then I'm going to go ahead and pin it to the book. There we go. Then we know it's not going nowhere. And then just make sure that's where you want it. Okay. And then you just take your stapler and open it up, because you want it open like that. Okay. And then you're just going to line up. Or, you know what? Wrong way. You're going to turn it this way. Go onto the fold here. And then just press it down. Just like that. And then depending on how many you want, and just get it on the fold and press it down. And then I'm just going to go ahead and do 3. Okay. So there you go. And then the reason is you want it to stay open. So that's why you do it into like a foam or something. So you see how they're sticking up like that. You can see like that, and then you're just going to take them and push them just like that. Or if you don't want to use your hands, you can just go like this, just like that. So there we go. These off, and voila, you got yourself a stapled little, I know I did that staple a little crooked, but you know, you get it. So you just take it and staple it in there and then push them down, and that's number 2 is staple. You can staple it together. Okay, so that one's done. And then same thing, if you're done and you wrote in the whole thing, you could just take it and pop them open. You know what? This one's bugging me, so I'm going to pop it open anyway. Pop it open, and you can pop them right out, just like that. I didn't like how that one was crooked, so. And then you could just take them all out and then just replace the paper and staple it again and have new paper. So you could just reuse the cover. Okay? So that's number 2. And then number 3, and this one's pretty fun, is that we're going to take our paper clips and set it all up. But number 3 is going to be sewing. And you could just do a sew strip right down the middle. So these are all pretty easy and quick ways to bind your journals. Okay, so I'm just closing it where I want it. That, and then I will take you guys over to the sewing machine and show you guys how I sew it down the middle. let's just go do that. Okay, so you just take your journal and make sure your pages are lined up in the fold here. And then you just make sure you're on a straight stitch. And so you want to stitch in the fold right there. And when you start out at the beginning, just do a back stitch. And then just work your way down the fold. And then back stitch at the end here. And it's as easy as that. Did it right down the middle. Okay, so there we go. And if you want, you can leave the strings long, the little threads. But let's take this off. And you got yourself a cute little sewn bound journal. So you just sew it right down the fold. And there you go. And this one's a little more permanent. So once you do it, you're not going to be able to, you know, undo it or anything and put new pages in, but that's okay. And yeah, so that's the sewing one. And then this one is our stapled one. And this one is our elastic one. Like that. So yeah, like I said, if you guys want to come see how I made these little cute suede and leather, faux suede and leather journals, I will put the link down below so you guys can come check it out. And yeah, leave a comment down below. That really helps my channel out. If you guys, which one's your favorite? You know, if you like the sewing stapled or the elastic. And yeah, thumbs up if you could. And that would be great. And keep on crafting, guys.